Hi again everyone, this is another short video produced to help with questions that may appear in the SQA, the Scottish Qualification Authority's exam for the Higher Physics course. We're looking at the section called Particles and Waves, and specifically here on the refraction of light. So here is a question that may appear in section 1 of the Physics Higher paper. What are the correct labels for the line diagram of Bohr's model of the atom shown? And then we will have some options A to E. So our strategy, as always, read the question closely, pick out what we're being asked. Here we are being asked a very simple question. It doesn't appear there's a calculation. This appears to be a question that does unfortunately just involve recalling materials from the course. And these are either viewed as the hardest ones because you do have to have course recall, so you can't, there's no shortcut here, we can't refer to data sheets for help. Or these are seen by some as the easiest ones because there's no calculations involved. So look at the options and see if there's anything obvious we can ignore. Recall the part of the course this is coming from and just repeat the question in your head and take a moment to avoid overcomplicating things. So this question, like I said, is mostly about recall from the materials. But if you were to take a wild guess, looking at the answers you've been given, and we need to think in terms of British buildings and not American buildings, where in the UK, we always start on the ground floor, whereas in America, the ground floor is the first floor, but here it's always the ground floor. And then we take a lift to the first floor. And actually, just thinking of those two things, ground and first, will actually get us to the answer on this question. And may be a useful way to think about this going forward. So if we know that 1 is the ground floor and 2 is the first floor, then quite simply in this question, the answer is going to be E. Level 1 is the ground state, level 2 is the first excited state, and 3 is the ionization level where we would lose an electron completely from Bohr's atom. Key things to note here, this is very much a recall question from the exam. There will probably be more working out questions than recall questions, but if you can nail these, they are simple and they are quick hits. We can do everything there without the aid of a diagram because the diagram has been given for us. And some common sense about ground and first, but I do caution against common sense all the time. It's not always the way to go with science. Here are some extra questions that do involve calculations with regards to refraction of light. As always, the answers are available on the High page or the website. So have a go at those, and we'll see you in the next video.